Hello everyone, and welcome to the stream. This is Otaku Showboat. Today is Tuesday, December 29th, 2020. I don't even have the game loaded yet. There's the game. Hello and welcome to Factorio Day. So what's happened? What's been going on here at the very beginning? Since the last stream yesterday. Folks came back. I'm no longer alone in the house, and yeah, it's great. Kittens got another present that I had to assemble, or that I assembled. It's a little, like, house. It's a little scratching post house where the floor is like a cardboard scratch pad, and it's just very thin cardboard walls and roof. And yeah, Ollie's liked it. Ollie likes it, apparently. In particular, Dolly too. They're good. Speaking of the kittens, we did find out what Ollie was afflicted with / is afflicted with. I had mentioned how I have loaded the wrong save. I mentioned how Ollie had gone to the vet because he was getting very teary eyes, as well as just little bit lethargic, not too much, but mostly the eyes with drainage down his nose, and it was just a little bit concerning. He's been that way for a long time. So took him to the vet, and they did blood work on him, and it came back being exactly what the doctor thought it was, which was that Ollie is officially a carrier for this bacteria called Bartonella. Bartonella is what he has. What is Bartonella? Bartonella is the bacteria responsible for cat scratch disease, also known as cat scratch fever in humans. Yes, as in the song cat scratch fever. So it's not a particularly serious illness. He's apparently had it the entire time we've had him and Dolly. So that's a thing. It's this long-term bacteria that's probably going to be with him his entire life. Just even with the treatment that we're giving him right now, which has worked, it is an antibacterial treatment that he's getting called Orbax, even though it's not really designed for this very specific bacteria. It is designed for this class of bacteria which infect through scratches, oddly enough, and through flea bites, which is how we think he may have gotten it, was fleas from before he was rescued. They were rescued as, like, probably not even week-old kittens. They were rescued, and he got this thing in that period of time before being rescued, most likely. Yeah, both the kittens also got parasites after being rescued that spreads through feces, but hey, what are you gonna do? They've had lots of illness, apparently, and now that we've had them, we've had to take care of them and get them better. So he is doing a lot better now. His eyes are completely cleared up thanks to the antibacterial, but we have been told that he may flare up from time to time, even especially if he gets stressed. If he gets stressed, he may flare up with symptoms again. So just to keep a watch out over the course of his entire life. Also, it's Bartonella, and it can cause cat scratch in humans. So anytime we get scratched by either him or Dolly, because chances are Dolly is also carrying this disease, we need to make sure that we disinfect our scratches that we get, because it could infect. So yeah, that's great. We learned that we need to be vigilant about treating any scratches that we get. I mean, I've sorta been vigilant about taking care of the scratches. I mean, if it's just a very light thing, I don't really do anything about it, but if it's a little bit deeper, drawing blood, I do put an antiseptic on it. And I think everyone around here should be doing that anyway. So we haven't had an active infection from cat scratch disease yet. We shall see if that happens, because Ollie in particular, sadly, he does scratch. He does have his claws out. If he is playing, if he is eating, if you try to take what he's got from him, he will lash out at you. He will lash out, even if it's not a toy that he's supposed to have, especially if it's a toy that he's not supposed to have, because he knows he's not supposed to have the toy. The thing that he's using as a toy, and knows that you're about to grab it, and he will defend what he's grabbed until the end of time. So, with all that said, let's see if the game will load. Oh yeah, also this morning the whole house had its power drop. The power just died for about 2 minutes. Why? As it turns out, I didn't actually notice that there was a knock at the door, a couple of knocks at the door from the electric company, who decided that today was the day our neighborhood would need to have smart meters installed for the box, the electric box. Smart meter upgrade. They had to take the old one out and put the new one in, which means that the power was cut briefly while the guy took the thing out and put the new thing in. So we now have a smart meter, the smartest of electric meters we now have installed in our house, as will everyone else in this entire neighborhood eventually. So that was a great thing to have happen in the 8 o'clock hour this morning. Just minding my own business, playing Genshin Impact on my computer, having it up, and then blah, everything dropped. So, what did we do last time? And what is the goal for the day today? We built this entire infrastructure. And this infrastructure down here. Finished this infrastructure. I apparently need more hydro plants down here. Yeah, we wrapped up the fish build to get into the alien spores and additional polluted fish water. Managing to, in effect, void excess fish water by voiding excess spores, which is just... I find that to be completely hilarious, because there is no way of clarifying or venting through the gas flare stack here your polluted artificial fish water. You actually have to convert it into something else that can get voided. Little weird, little wonky. It smacks of the initial introduction of the fluidic version of sodium hydroxide. When that was first introduced, the sodium hydroxide solution. It initially did not have a clarifier recipe. This was the thing that of my previous ABX playthrough from over a year ago when I started streaming consistently, and was streaming on Twitch at the time. All of the VODs are here on YouTube of that. That was introduced during my playthrough, and I was very much complaining that there was no recipe for the clarifier to void sodium hydroxide, and I actually went in and I added this recipe to the list of clarifier recipes just so that I could get rid of excess sodium hydroxide solution that was being produced. It's good that it's easy enough to not have to have the clarifier recipe for the polluted artificial fish water, because there is a flare stack recipe for the alien spores. I did not have to go in to manually add that to a list of recipes. So we did all this down here, and then we built this entire infrastructure up here. What is this entire infrastructure up here? It is... Why are you not moving? Oh. It would help if I actually placed the inserters here. We got my geode vomit, the rainbow vomit going, being processed into crystal dust that is going into crystal slurry that's eventually just going to get used for other things. This is the one I want to actually use versus another source that's going to get voided in the long term. And of course, all of the crushed stone is just getting voided up here. Then right next door, we've got ammonia production right in here. That's this infrastructure with the red metal catalysts. Then up here, we've got some red algae being producing some red, what the heck is this called? Cellulose fibers, red fibers into calcium carbonate. I think that's calcium carbonate. Into alien bacteria, which for some god-awful reason it's actually a solid rather than a fluid. That is being processed into dishes, alien dishes up there. We actually have to make the petri dishes and the substrate for the dishes, otherwise known as agar, being put onto, added the substrate to the dish to make the actual substrate dish. And of course, we have to incubate our thingies into incubated dishes. If this seems familiar, that's because this is the pie suite. That's because this is the exact process done in the pie suite, except the pie suite has actual buildings designed to do this stuff, to actually incubate the dishes in the end. And you have other means of getting into the cellulose stuff, the pulp, and all that good stuff involved in the production of all of the things. And you use seaweed for agar and all that. It's a different overall process with different ingredients, but same stuff. Like same-ish intermediate thingies up here at this end. Making dishes, making petri dishes. Pretty sure in Pie Suite you have to use a glass making machine to actually make this glassware. There's a special machine that deals with all the stuff with glass, just to make the empty dishes, and then you have to combine agar with the empty dishes to make the substrate dishes, and then incubate those dishes to get the incubated petri dishes. It's a familiar process to me, all of this. And then we are making these whatever's seed catalyst thingamaboppers. Crystal seeds, yes. Taking our crystal dust, I always forget the name. Because there's dust and there's powder, and I'm gonna confuse the two. And then we could actually get our splinters, our raw crystal splinters. As soon as I get enough crystallizers to fill out this entire line, we'll have our raw crystal splinters. This is taking in additional polluted fish water, as well as crystal seeds, to make these crystal splinters, guaranteed 100% output. Then we have to process our raw splinters into cut splinters, or splinter cuttings of each thing, and we also end up with crystal powder that we need to deal with in some way, shape, or form, as well as excess amounts of the blue, red, and or green crystal splinters. Because of course there's... What? Thank you, Artisanal Reskins. Artisanal Reskins mod for Angels has provided us this beautiful randomized icon set for ingots. This is silicon ingots, because we need to make silicon carbide in order to get into grinding wheels up here, which is steel plus silicon carbide. These grinding wheels are being added to crystal powder to make crystal grindstones. Now, there is gonna be something I want to do here. I'm gonna want more powder, I think, being brought in, because I'm going to make sure that I get this going. I need milling drums. I totally did not add a fluid station here to bring in lubricant. Oh boy, we get to add in another station. Glorious. We get to have another station tacked onto this enormous train station to bring in lubricant. Glorious lubricant. This is modules. I'm pretty sure it's lubricant. I hope I'm not wrong. I do hope. Used milling drums. Become milling drums again by adding lubricant. Time for some lube. Thank you for bringing in the lube. I'm going to need milling drums. I think I have prepared for this. Maybe. At the mall. This is just another catalyst that is a 1-to-1 doohickey. What tab are you? That's a great question. Here, milling drums. Give me a couple of stacks just in case. Also, give me like all of the... Okay, good, I did request the crystallizers. Let's head to the mall and get restocked. Because we need to be restocked. We need all of the everything for our build. Bit of a base we've got going on here, huh? Just a bit of a base at this point. Fortunately, we were actually able to load the save today. Wow, that's fantastic. Actually being able to play the game. Unlike last stream, where we had to deal with the game crashing after I updated mods, as well as not being able to load the save because there was apparently an illegal rail segment. Caused, I believe, by... from the map view, telling the game to delete a section of rail and then added a blueprint ghost of straight rail over the section that was marked for deletion. I think that's what happened anyway. Oh really, I'm carrying around some splinters with me. I need to make sure these get used at the destination. So have you brought me thingies? No, because you have not that hurts. That hurts a lot. Okay, I will need to make milling drums. I could have sworn I set up milling drums, but I guess not. Hey, buddy. Let's move you down a little bit. Cut that and say this will give me milling drums. Give all of the steel. Steel plus lube equals milling drums. And then used milling drums plus lube equals milling drums. Cool. Good. I like. Just bring all of the steel. Glorious steel. So how are folks? I need these milling drums to progress, basically, at this point. Why? Because I need to deal with excess amounts of splinters if I have excess amounts of splinters. And it's going to make crystal slurry. That's going to get voided, ultimately. I need pure water, and I'm going to say, hey, green, blue, and red are all going to get voided when there is excess of each of them. And it's actually going to keep the system moving constantly by doing that, which is ideal, actually. It's not like I'm spending any particular valuable resource on any of this, as bad as it seems. Like, really, the only things that are getting voided would be... I don't even know. Steel. Not even steel. You get the drum back. It's glass. glass, sodium hydroxide, wood, which is infinite, hydrochloric acid, a little bit of hydrochloric acid. I mean, I'm okay with this. Everything is on site / from water. A trace amount of iron and copper. Woohoo! Woohoo! Yes, a little bit of steel and a little bit of silicon in the grinding wheels, but eh. I can live with that. I can live with all of that. So these are accruing. Good. Good to see them accruing. That's actually a pretty quick recipe to make fresh stuffs. Maybe only 200 and we'll get going. So most of the rest of this is going to actually be the electronics part of it. Once we polish these splinters into and get into the harmonic splinters, we need to polish all 3 with the crystal grindstones. That's actually... it returns grindstones. Right, I need to deal with that throughput and that logistics too. Once we get into those harmonic splinters and the others, I will need to go and make these circuit boards as well. And then we get to do science. Because we still need to do all of the science for the modules. Ain't that just about a... It's gonna be fun. With a capital F-U. And, of course, the method of actually making the building to do the modules, that would be this modules lab, needs a standard lab. Oh boy. There's a lab 2. There is a lab 2. Am I even making standard labs in my mall at all? I don't think so. I am. Hey, that's great. I found it. It's right here. Hey, give me a few of these labs so that I can upgrade them, quote-unquote upgrade them into module variants. Why regular labs can't accept the module lab stuff in them, I don't know. I'm gonna sneeze. Just barely got to that mute button. That click with the mute. I really wish I had, like, one of those Stream Decks, Elgato Stream Decks, just so that I could just have a mute button to physically push the button. My audio interface does not have a mute button. I'm very sad about that. But I don't think I can particularly afford a better audio interface. I would like to be able to afford a better audio interface, I just can't do so now. Nor will I use my quote-unquote free money to do that purchase. By the way, we're getting free money in the US. For reference, that's current topics, trending news, all that good stuff. We're getting money. We're getting $600 at some point in the next, I don't know, period of time. That's the guaranteed amount. we shall see if there's going to be more, because that is all on the Senate right now. And whether or not they even do a vote on it, it's like, ugh, goodness, why, Tennessee? Why did you, or Tennessee, Kentucky? Why did you reelect Mitch McConnell? Like, why you do this? Like, he's old. He's so old. Why does he even still want to keep working at his age? Like, come on. Regardless, eventually things may happen and we may see more, but I'm not going to be using any of it, really, because, I am currently in a financial hole. I'm not making more than I'm spending. I can't really spend any less than what I'm currently spending, either. My allergies are killing me. I need to, blow my nose really quick. I'm gonna go to this screen and mute briefly. I'm also gonna put that song ticker back on because I turned it off last stream. Four tissues later, I think I got most of it. Oh boy. Yeah, my head loves producing. Allergies are fantastic. They're great stuffs to have. Hello, welcome. Welcome to the stream. I just had to blow my nose really quickly. Also, icon scaling? Somehow. You wonder if someone has actually replicated this factory. I don't know, I build rather randomly. Ah, right, yeah. I fixed my error with not having the output inserters. Apparently I missed, upgrade planner shenanigan. I need to go all the way down here to place those. So let's be on our way and actually do this. Let's see if I can actually get level 1 and 2 modules today. We need to actually do the technology unlocks of all of these. We need to get the stuff to do the techs, and this process is to get the stuff to do the techs. Everything that I've been doing thus far is to actually just get stuff to do tech. Because all these little boards here, all of them actually, more than what I have listed here, they're involved in the techs. Let's have a look at the techs. Actually. Speed circuit boards. Efficiency circuit boards. Productivity circuit boards. Pollution cleaning circuit boards. I don't really need this for the pollution cleaning tech. I need it so that I can unlock the pure productivity and green modules. That's it. Why does this converge so much? Interesting. Ah, I need to go down the entire line of pollution cleaning in order to do all this. There is a pollution producing module set. I really don't know why people want to have this exist. Pretty sure that this can just safely not exist anymore. But regardless, I'm gonna set up productivity to unlock. That sounds like a great idea. I will eventually need to provide the module mainboards as well as the cases for some stuff down here. Yeah. And of course the module techs are used for regular tech as well as prerequisites. So we need to get through all of the tech. And hey, we're gonna make the 4 types of circuit boards that are required for this. First, though, I need to get into the polished stones, splinters, polished splinters, as well as harmonic crystal splinters after doing our polishing. And that's gonna need the crystal seed slurry, the crystal slurry, from all the way down here. Hey. There we go. The use of the slurry. Which line? Like, is this a free line to draw? It looks like it. Hopefully. Hopefully these pipes have a good pipe to ground distance. And then I'll be able to just go all the way up, like so. Ta-da! Oh yes, we also have lubricant. I am going to get confused between the crystal slurry icon and the lubricant icon, I can guarantee you. Because they're both green. The lubricant doesn't have the little pool at the bottom of it, the puddle. This has the puddle underneath it. Okay. You. Input priority. Why? Splitter? Reasons. Reasons. 575, huh? I hope this is good spacing. I hope so. 5 blue, 5 red, 7 green. Must add blue splinters. Okay. Oh. Huh? Oh. Right. Blue splinters. Not the cut versions, though. Where's the uncut versions? Oh. Right. It's cut and then polished. Raw cutting. Cut blue. Crystal splinter, yes, is what that produces. Let's actually get a couple that go down the line. That would be great. You... There. That's the way. There you go. Ta-da! Ha! Speaking of ta-da, this is the really icky part. There you go. That's not accurate. No, I need it here. Yeah. Yeah. So there's the blues. It loops the doohickeys back around. Now we can keep going, ideally. Ideally. Just, like, copy the whole thing and... Oh. Right. Shift that one whole tile. Oh boy. There you go. Somewhat of some amount of success. Take all that. I need 5 reds. Yes, 5 reds. Good. Great. Even. And then blues. I had a little bit of space, so I'll put a little bit of space. I don't actually need that input priority, do I? After the first. I really don't. I'll keep it there anyway. You're going to be doing greens. And I need actually a couple of more. There you go. 7. On green. Hmm? Aha. They are making their way. That's a little bit suspect, though. So, this makes 9. I need 7. I will need to deal with excess, but it all fundamentally requires that the system moves, right? That's just fundamental that the system needs to move. It is a moving-ish. I'm also gonna do that and Shift C and get everything placed inside of the things. Well, alrighty then. That is, as they say, that. And then there were 3, making the harmonic splinters. This is just the first freaking step of these things. Can we appreciate that this is just the beginning tier of stuff? We need to do this 2 more times. But getting into the raw shards and the raw crystals, that's going to be hell. Utter mayhem. So, how shall I do this? Really? Blues? Oh, right. Thank you, autosave, for autosaving. Alright. Ta-da! Power, the everything. Right. It would help if there were long-handed inserters to do stuff. There you go. Harmonic splinters. To add to the shenaniganry. That is, that step, that, and that. Finished. Oh my god. Wow. We did it. We got the harmonic splinters. This is all to do level 1 and level 2 modules. Like, this whole thing. Splinters for level 1 and level 2 modules. Oh. You see, It would help if that actually went in the correct direction down there. Now I actually need to do the other steps involved in this process with all of the electronics and stuffs. Where is that going to happen in a spot that's scalable? Good question. I have no clue. Probably in here, this zone. That's pretty much scalable all the way out to here. Because all of this nonsense out here, this is probably going to be space for more of everything involved in these lower level stuffs. Just why, King? Why did you do this? King Arthur, I blame you. I blame you for everything. Okay. Out here. And down here. I need monosilicon. Bring me my monosilicon. The most mono. This is going into one building. Converting the monosilicon into actual wafers. Where's wafers? Here. Oh my, 12 wafers. May want to move this back a little bit. Give it a little bit more space to work with. There you go. Phew. There's the monosilicon. And I need to do additional uncoiling. We need to uncoil tinned wire and gilded wire, I think. Not at this phase. Not yet. Not gilded wire. But, solder. What about copper cable? No. There's copper and tin. Oh yes, resin. Resin and wood for phenolic boards. Really, that's the only major uncoiling. Interesting. And I need to unsheet coil regular gold. I think I provide gold as sheet coils. Just why did I do this? There you go. Ta-da! So, tinned wire, solder, and gold sheets. It's solder coils, whatever. Tinned wire coils. Solder wire coils. And gold sheet coils. Huh? Really? Not enough solder. Interesting. There you go. Power the everything. Ta-da! There you go. Whenever I get solder... Oh, solder's on its way. Yay! Next. That's that, and that done. Let's get into these phenolics, because that's going to use wood, which I already have down here, as well as resin. And this is in a what now? In a one of these. How many? 575? Alright, that's fine. Our resin at modules. Bring in resin. Where is resin? That's a great question. Where is resin? Petrochemical refining. Sure. Sure, I believe you. Wood! Need wood. We need to get woody. Hopefully I don't die. That would be sad. Getting hit by my own trains. The bus. She grows. It's growing. Our bus is growing here. For modules. Isn't it glorious? It's pretty glorious. There's 5 more items total. What? No. Really? Plastic, tin, copper. Oh yeah, ferrochrome. Really? I missed thingy? Ferrochrome. Ha. Lol. Ferric chloride, excuse me. Wrong thingy. aluminium, copper, tin, aluminium, plastic, ferric chloride. That's the missing piece. So one of these is actually supposed to be a fluid input. Pretty sure. Because I already have carbon. Yep. I already have carbon. Huh. Didn't realize module mainboards needed the ferric chloride. Didn't remember that point. Well, that's an easy enough change. So our plastic at modules, our copper at modules, our tin at modules, our aluminium at modules, our ferret da-da. You go the other way, though. There we go. This solution is under this tab. Tin plates. Copper plates. And plastic. Huh? Alright, apparently not enough plastic. Do I want the tin and copper plates on the same belt? Not particularly. I will need them for the gold contacts. Well, that shall be that, I suppose. Let's get this pin back. Oh yes, I need to milling drum and do all this stuff on the other side of the excess amounts of the splinters. I'm not carrying any ore powderizers. Humma. Humma? Humma. Or am I? Powderizers. I don't even think I'm making powderizers anywhere in my base. Meantime, let's get this stuff going. I need to get into these thingies. I need 6 making those, 3 making those, 10 making basic module boards. But that needs the phenolics too. Yes, I've got the phenolics. Phenolics also get used there. Good to know. This basic module board and module main board have the same exact ingredients. So when I make them, I need to keep that in mind. Hello. How's my Ollie? How's my Ollie? He's a pretty boy. His eyes are super clear now. He's not teary-eyed anymore. Yeah, how's the boy? How's a pretty boy? How's my pretty boy? Pretty 10 1/4 pound kitten. That's like 9 months old. Ah, boy. Or 10 months old, somewhere along those lines. Even I'm forgetting these days how old kitten is. Yeah. So, if I have 2 input belts, what I can do is flip that around and set the other recipe on the opposite side. I need 10 there, and I need 5 there. We'll get the input stuff sorted here. Fortunately, power is not an issue. Ollie, what are you doing? He's a climber. He's a climber. Okay, why no copper? Just, okay, I did not know that there was just no copper. This is my only use of tin plates, yes? Yes, this is my only use of tin plates. It is not the only use of my copper, though. So, copper will get like that. I'm going to pop all of that, and then the phenolics. This is the only use of the phenolics as well. So there you go. Done with phenolics. Just as soon as copper comes into play, we'll have all of the things. It'll be glorious. Just double checking I haven't already done something in here. Making sure I'm not repeating myself on requests. Pretty sure that's it. And that I have everything, absolutely everything that I could ever desire. Copper shipment is on its way. That's this step done. And this step done. We are not done yet, though, because I still need to do these two as well as these 2 steps. 6 and 3. 30 per second each. Wow. Okay. A bit much. We'll manage. Why the extra space? Because reasons. This belt is 60. Yeah. It's fine. It's just fine. Carbon and tinned wire. Oh joy. Oh bliss. Tinned wire. Come on up. Carbon. I need you. Welcome, Carbon, to my party. This is the only source, the only, well, demand of carbon among all the other stuff here, so when I do this split, it's gonna look like this. We're gonna power this up. Just like so. And there you go. All the stuff ever. Ta-da! Why are you not flowing? Oh, right, things. Fluid. Fluid helps. The fluid. It must flow. There you go. Doohickeys! Yay! Doest of hickeys. Then I needed what? 7? 6. 6 more buildings. Great. You're making those. Oh god. Yeah, so about that. There we go. 3, 4, 5, 6. Phew! That's a few units of stuff. What do you even need? Tinned copper wire, plastic, and silicon wafers. The tinned copper wire is not used in anything else. The plastic is. So this will terminate our tinned copper wire. And is the only use of silicon. So it terminates silicon and tinned copper wire here. Where's the silicon line? There it is. Meaning we can do this. Maybe 1 tile higher. So what was here? Ah yes, this stuff. That's fine. That works. Aw, I'm out of belt. Let's get more belt. Time for a restock. 1,000 units of belt goes by pretty quick, now doesn't it? To the mall we go, we go. Let's see, phone, how you looking? How's my download going? I have been... it appears to be done. Genshin Impact. I've finally updated to 1.2. That was like 6+ gigabyte download on the phone. Just for reference with Genshin Impact, if you want to do microtransactions, quote unquote, on Genshin Impact, if you want to spend money, theoretically, not like we're actually going to spend money, right? Theoretically, if you want to spend money on Genshin Impact, the company is Chinese, so it could cause problems with your bank if you try to process a payment on desktop in the game itself. You're not guaranteed to have the payment actually go through. As one of those FYIs. However, on Android, you can pay directly through PayPal, and it goes through Google Play. So it's a Google Play, transaction. And, they get their cut too, so the developers get less money out of the situation, which, honestly, that I would consider in this case to be a somewhat good thing. Because their microtransaction thingy is completely and utterly predatory. Please God, do not spend money on wishes ever in Genshin Impact. Just don't do it. Don't do it. It's completely predatory rates on everything. I'm just looking to see if I'm making any ore powderizer. One of these level 1, 2, or 3. I think I'm not making any of the levels. I'm making mixers, not powderizers. So we need to just go line by line. And start making them. Whoops. And let's not forget to limit said chests to thingies. Please, no. What? Oh, you do need this. It's just, you've got those now. Why does it not add when I tell it to add? I tell it to add, I need it to add. So let's see. It has finished updating, so let's just close that out. I don't want you eating up all of my battery at this point. YouTube, thank you for telling me that I am live. Huzzah. I know that I am live. I would hope. I would hope that I live. Inventory? Inventory. I apparently need some more inventory space for stuffs. But hey, I got my powderizers. I only really needed 3, but sure, we'll do what we need to do here. I have restocked. Time to get back to the shenanigans. The complete and utter shenanigans of this setup for just these modules. Oh boy. What am I going to do when I need to bring more stuff in? Because this is just to do level 1 and level 2 modules. Like, what is going to happen when I need to do the rest, which is immediately. I can immediately make use of all the way up to level 8 modules, and I have the stuff to do so. This map has been going on for 90 hours at this point. at 1x speed. It's been a while on this map. Plastic, right. I needed to bring that stuff in. Where is that again? Right here. Hi. Hello, plastic. This is not plastic's only use, so there you go. Glorious plastic. And now the transistors shall flow. There you go. So in terms of what we have on our little bus here, that's everything. That continues upwards, onwards and upwards. We've got copper, plastic, solder, gold, the module main boards, the module whatever logic boards or whatever the heck they're called, circuit boards. That's done now. Basic module boards, excuse me. I have been corrected. Now we need to make the contacts and the cases. Cases are needed to actually make the modules at the end of this whole process. The first step will be the 7, making the contacts. Excuse me. Right. The 7 regular assembling machines. Making the module contacts. That is 7. Yes, that is 7. This is the only other use of gold and copper in this entire process. So there you go. Gold and copper will cease their existence. As of now. Get our input, output all sorted. And power sorted. There we go. Alle fricking Luya. That's those 7. And then 8. Make the stuffs. Cases. This will be the last use of plastic and only use of aluminium. Yes, that should be accurate. Somewhat. Plastic and the aluminium, which, oddly enough, has ended up right exactly where I needed it. Ta-da! Stuff things! Stuff and things. So there we have it. This is what's left on our bus going upwards. I do hope I'm not forgetting anything particularly important as we go on. That's that check mark done. All that's remaining is the sets of electronic assembling machines that I will need to use the polished splinters for the 4 different lines that will use the polished splinters. So all the way over here, let's have a little bit more of a gap for these. We'll have 2 items. We'll start with our blues, making these speed circuit boards. These are going to need basic electronic components and transistors. By the way, everything that uses the basic electronic components and transistors are the same. They all use both. There's nothing that uses one or the other. So I should have actually combined these belts from the very beginning. Yeah, I should have just done that from the start, especially since it's exactly a blue belt's throughput. Yeah, I should have done that. Thought about doing that from the very start. Saved a belt line by doing that. This uses a pretty large amount. Oh, right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you so very much, King Arthur, for adding 1 extra item on the inputs to these. Allow me to show you the problem here. We need to have this type of a layout. We need this type of a layout with an extra line coming in and a line going out there. And 2 lines in. It's glorious. Now I'm going to do that. One of these lines needs to be the doohickey. Yes, the doist. The doist of doohickeys. And then we need our basic module boards and solder. That's this line and this line to be combined. The amount of solder that we use actually is pretty low. Overall, let me look at solder. It is 19 per second. I could have / will actually combine the solder belt with this module board belt. Yeah, that makes the most sense to me. Oof. Alright, my decision has been made for me on that front. The blue polished stuffs are going to go in there. It has been determined that blue polished thingies will go that way. However, we need to get all 3 of the polished thingies out to this side. Ideally, without mucking about with all of the stuffs. Oh, and I need the harmonics, of course. I need the harmonics out there too. So shall I just move that down and be like, hey, we're gonna have 4 belts going the long way around. Why? Because I wanna. Hey, get back there. Same with you. This is these. Blue is first. And is being input down here. Uh-oh. That, my friends, is my alarm. to indicate that we are halfway through the stream and that it is now officially time to take our break. But I really want to see this. I really want to see this happen. Please. Thank you, Lord. It is our first speed module circuit boards. They now exist. The first item that consumes these stupid splinters now exists. Oh gosh, that feels so good. And then you realize, oh hey, it's only level 1 and 2 modules, which sort of suck to begin with. Well, time for a break. Get up, stretch your legs. I will be back in a few minutes. When I return, we are going to finish off this build, start working on these module techs to actually be able to make the modules. And then we're actually able to make the modules. Oh my god, it's finally time. We've arrived at level 1 and level 2 modules. I can't believe it. I will be back shortly. And I have returned. Welcome back. I have returned with a pretty girl. I have returned with Dolly. Dolly's here. Yes, my sweet. Yes, I know. You're a sweet girl. You're a sweet girl. You want to go? You want to go? You want to spend time on my lap? No. She wants to get up. Get up and walk away with that pretty tail. How about Ollie? Ollie want to come say hi? Or is he going to chase after his sister? Ollie. How's the Ollie? What's he want to do? He's leaving. He's leaving. He doesn't want any of this. He doesn't want people to see anything that he does. Wow, the delay. The delay on this is quite extreme. Hi. This is supposed to be a low latency stream. That is nowhere near low latency, what I would even remotely consider to be low on the latency. It is at least 30-ish seconds of a delay. At least half a minute. At least on my preview to now. So, we have some speed circuit boards. We need 3 more. 3 more of them. They will follow pretty much the exact same type of a layout. Yeah, this is gonna be pretty much identical layouts to get into the others. It's just one's gonna be the greens to make the efficiency, one's gonna be the reds to make the productivity, and one's going to be the harmonics to make the pollution cleaning boards. And then we're going to do a little bit of this. Then over here we've got this guy. Doing all that. There you go. Then I need the actual doohickeys being brought in. We've got green, red, and harmonic. Green, red, harmonic. Green. Great. Great. We've got green, red, and harmonic. There you go. Didn't I pick up a whole bunch of... There's a whole bunch of blue and a shift seed into there. Well, there we go. We now have all of these thingies. All of the thingies. All of them. Every last one of them. These are going to be used for the actual modules. These are tech. You. I'm gonna need more belt. More belt is required. And then you and all of this nonsense. Ta-da! Wow. Just wow. And then we need to actually craft the dang boards, the labs. 5, 5, and 5 on each of these. Jeez. Yes. There you go. Oh boy. Restock time. Absolutely restock time. Let's go back to my locomotive. To the mall! Need to make sure I get rid of a few things here. Slash not request as much of a few things here. That should do it. Yeah, that'll do it. Off we go. Bring me my things, my minions! Bring me things! Normally, I would have my minions, my Logibots, doing all of the work with actually making the modules, actually taking the ingredients for the modules and delivering them to requester chests for these modules. This is the first time I will have ever done belt logistics on modules. By the way, just one of those BTWs. First time with belt logistics on making modules. I am sort of surprised I actually did this mess, this monstrosity of belt. Like, WTF on just this, inherently. Going across and down and all that nonsense. It's like, what about this is scalable? Well, actually, everything about this is scalable. I just can't add more to this train station, but why would I want to add more to this train station? Frankly, why would I want to add additional stations onto this? I don't need additional stations onto this. On this, I don't need them. That's a little, dare I say it, overkill for the situation. Yes, it's sort of encroaching on this build, but modules. The point is to reduce entity counts. The entire point is to reduce the number of total entities in a base to improve game performance. So, 20 of these. They need all of the thingies. Every last one of the thingies. How am I going to go about getting the thingies into the modules, or into the labs? Well, we need to do a bit of shenanigans! But of course. Time for shenanigans! Okay. You. There is a way to do this. Okay, I'm gonna do these two in this way. It's not gonna be there, it's gonna be like that. One more tile. Whew. My goodness. Don't you love logistics? Don't you love dealing with belt logistics? Yeah, and then these two, I'll have the space to bring stuff in that way. Now, there you go. And then that's everything, right? All sorted? Ta-da! The techs are gonna go a little fast, by the way. They're gonna happen a little bit quickly, and I'm going to need to pay very close attention to which ones I have and have not taken, because I need to get productivity module 1 and 2, I need to get speed 1 and 2, and I need to get pollution cleaning 1 and 2 first. Oh hey, we can also do radar amplification. I have to laugh at that. Just have to laugh at times about things. There you go. There's the labs. Once all the labs are, like, all the techs are done, I will not need to keep this around anymore. Once the techs are finished, they're finished. There's no need to expend the resources anymore. There's, like, you can't expend the resources anymore. These become dead buildings. Just delete them from the face of existence. Okay, that's done. I need the pollution cleaning, level 1 and level 2. Not like I'm actually going to make pollution cleaning modules at all, it's just that I need these techs because they are prerequisites for the pure modules, which is what I'm actually trying to make here. Pure productivity, pure, like, the green modules and the pure speed are very important modules to make. There you go. There's that. Pure productivity level 1 is going to require the efficiency stuff as well. Let's pick up these techs. All the techs are great to have at all times. There's 1 and there's 2. I can officially start taking the pure module techs. This is very quick. And then I can actually start making modules in regular buildings. Thank you kindly for all of that. Let's start. Oh yes, module effect combining is a tech that I will need to actually do stuff. Come on, thingy. Do the thingy. Gib the stuffs. There you go. Thank you for giving stuffs. Pure productivity. It's glorious. All this just to place down a building, followed by a building. Yes, you take those thingies, all of those thingies. Thank you kindly. Let's go. Next is pure speed. That's going to take efficiency and speed circuit boards. Did I actually, in this plan, tell it to do pure speed? Yes, I did. So pure productivity and pure speed are the plan. I didn't actually add pure, like, efficiency onto this, just because it just changes numbers slightly. Even though I've been building to this, it's not necessarily about the numbers exactly on the final output. Because everything, ideally, is going to get backed up eventually. No matter what I do. So, here we go. There's our level 2s. Same-ish inputs between those. Give me that tech. We're going to be at this for quite some time, by the way. I should just combine belts and be done with it, shouldn't I? like... I should just do the thingies. Alright, next, let's start working on the next tier of things, which are going to need the logic boards, and that's going to be a whole nother can of worms for logic boards. Yeah, so this does not need the speed boards. So I'm going to need this. Output. And I'm going to need... this output. Will I? Yes, I need these two. And then I need the contacts plus these. The contacts plus these, not these. Next. What? Oh. Take that there. I'm going to push these a little further back because it is actually the same exact ingredients on both of these. In fact, like, why even set it up that way when I can set it up this way? Oh, solder. Solder. Solder? What? Well, okay. Solder, apparently, is an ingredient. That'll make it a little bit, like, real hard. Screw it. I am gonna use the doohickeys. Bots. Yeah, I'm gonna use bots. Just like that. Where's the provider chests? Just like that. I'm going to provider chest this. Is that even going to be enough space for 8? Hi. Hello, Ollie. You got a tail. How's Ollie? Wanna say hi? Wanna say hi, my Ollie? Yes, that's my mic. That's my microphone. How's a pretty boy? Is that my pretty boy? Yes, that's my pretty boy. That's a pretty Ollie. Yeah, you wanna come and relax and be with me? No? Wanna be with me? How's my pretty boy? He's a pretty boy? He knows he's pretty boy. He knows he's a pretty boy. Where's the... Ah, there you are. Like, Sure. Hi, Tex. Get rid of that. good. Limit. Don't limit. Power. The everything. So, 3... 4, 5, 6, 7. Why? Why you do this? Why you do this to me? Fine. We do it this way. We shall do this way. Da-da! Pure speed, pure efficiency. I'll need the other 3 as well, at least. Do you like my array? It's pretty good stuff, huh? I need loads of thingies. I need just a few modules. So pure speed. One and 2. Green. 1 and 2. Then we're gonna have productivity 1 and 2. We're gonna have efficiency 1 and 2, and we're gonna have speed 1 and 2. Don't need the cleaning modules, like don't need those. Ah, yes, that's right. I will need beacons. I will need bacon. And we will have the harmonic crystal splinters, but I don't have anything else for the bacon. Huh. Right. Hey, where's all my stuff? Why you know stuff? Hello? This is the problem. This right here, this is the main issue. Oh, why you know stuff? Why you know stuff? What happened to thingies? Polluted fish water. Oh, speaking of which. Why you know polluted fish water? Too much fish? Maybe. Maybe. Too much fish? Oh goodness, that was close. Hello, train. Nice to see you. What? Did I again forget the thingy? Yes. Yes, I did. I did miss an output of mud. Cool. Now we know. Now we can produce the pulp again as soon as the sand makes its way down the line. Great! Regardless, though, I now need to go and grab some bot-related stuff. Okay, I need a few bots. Just a few. Hello again. Hello, my Ollie. What you doing? Hey, you come to my lap and then you just go straight to the floor? What are you doing? What are you doing, Ollie? Yes, that's my leg that you're rubbing against. Yes, those are my legs that you're rubbing against. Huh? What you want? What you want from me? Aw, you showing me your belly. What you doing? Rolling around. Huh? Baby. Hey. Don't whack me. Don't whack at me. Ugh. Get in frame. What am I going to request again? The Logi bots, these? A few of them? Just a few of them. How many do I... Ollie? I have 2,000 in storage. Hi. That's my boy. Yes, that's my baby. That's the baby boy. Hi. Yes, you're looking at me. Hello, my Ollie. Yes, that's my microphone. That's my microphone that you're grabbing. Hello. What are you doing? What are you doing? Please don't hook. Please. Ollie? Ollie? That's my microphone you're biting. Is that yours? Apparently. Ollie? He stole the sock. Again. Hi. Ollie. Can I have it back, please? Could you please give that back? Please don't scratch me. He has the disease that gives cat scratch fever to people. By the way, we found that out yesterday. You've at least got your pretty eyes again. Yes, you've got your pretty eyes. Hey, Ollie, pressurized air. How about you let go of the thing? How about you let go of my thing? Of my sock for my microphone. Let go. Let go. I got it. I won this battle. Now forgive me for the sound. I may as well mute to put this thing back on. There we go. Ollie! Ah, the best. The best of the Ollie. Ah, he's good boy. He's good boy, right? He's good boy? There we go. This should give me my requested stuffs in their entirety. I've got roboports, so I should just be able to head on over and we'll be good. And we'll have our modules. Hello again. How's my Ollie? Is that my Ollie? Did you just go past? Yes. Hello, pretty boy. Hey, you tagged me. You tagged me. Back again to the stuffs. I don't even need these. Like, why? I think he's hungry. I think that the kittens haven't been fed yet. Or maybe they've just been fed. I don't know. I has mail. What way? Oh, just not interesting stuff. Let's get these modules going, shall we? In other news, today is 29th of December. It is getting close to the end of the year. 2020 is almost gone. It's been interesting, to say the least, this year. How's your year been? My year's been very similar to a normal year. Let's be real about that. Let's be completely honest. It's actually been pretty similar to a normal year. That can go away. There you go. Power to the everything sounds good to me. There. And that. Yeah, honestly, my year is pretty close to the same. That's all. Oh god. Oh god, it put all the request. Oh boy, those are not the requests that should have been on those. Oops. Shift C the hell out of it. So, I also will need other chests. Storage. Storage? Oh god, do I not have storage? Warehouse. Storage. Warehouse. Cool. They're just gonna hang out now. And I've got complaints that there's not enough logistic network storage. Oh boy. And I'm not carrying around the things to make the storage containers, am I? No. No, I am not. Right. I don't have logistic warehousing yet. What? Oh, hey, modules. We've got modules, guys. We've got modules. Yay! We got things. So there's that. We did the goal for the day today. Managed to get into the proper modules. I'm gonna stick all them in. I'm gonna put in extra. Oh, there's so many guys, so many dudes just hanging out. Yeah, let's go ahead and just stick one of those down and put in like one of these. They're gonna all deliver. I can get rid of the request. And now everything should be good. Phew. That cleaned things up. Hysterically. Why? Why are you broken? That theoretic... What? Why did it not put in the request for the previous... I do wonder about this game sometimes. Like, huh? Alright, that's got what it needs to have. This... efficiency. Only. This... is... not that, but productivity only. And this is speed only. Oh boy. Hey, tech, hi. Do thing. Thanks. That would be much appreciated. We're going to limit these standards to the single stack. We're not going to really limit the other stuff. I will limit the others, these, a bit, but I'm going to be using these. Because this 10% productivity is so very nice. In fact, it's real nice on the everything. Everything will need productivity and scaling for the productivity, but by far the number one most important things that will need productivity are the things consuming these crystals. That is far and away the absolute most important thing to take productivity. And yeah, we just added 60% productivity. even with the level 2 modules, the building mark levels that I have access to just have so many module slots at this point. Specifically, the electronic assembling machines. These are the top best, I think, of the electronics assembling machines. Unless there's one more after this. There is absolutely one more after this. No, there is not. That makes me sad. This is the top end assembling machine. This has a speed of 4 with 6 module slots. If I am not mistaken, the assembling machine 6 is basically the same with 6 module slots. I think it's 6 module slots anyway. Would you shift C the... Like, get out. You can't take those. Oh, hey, more. More! More productivity! More! M-O-A-R. More! More, 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 more. More of the everything. So yeah, so this is just 60% more free, right? 50% more free, thanks to pure modules. What is the limit here? I think it's the... It is the plastic, and it is the copper plates. Now we get to play the whole smash the bottleneck game. I put away the powderizers without actually placing the powderizers. Great job. What a fantastic thing to do. I was gonna do the whole void the everything setup, but apparently not. Just apparently not. We have modules though, so that's good. That's great. The just for reference, the productivity level 8 modules are 40% each. So 40% times 6 helps a lot on production and saving of resources. It gets more insane with speed. With the pure speed modules on bacon, all the bacon. Oh right, I can bacon. I can bacon now. Glorious bacon, beacons. Beacons. I can level 1 beacon at this point. We shall see about level 2. Alright, I'm here. I've got stuff done. How's power, by the way? Fair. Power is fair. Copper plates. I think with the copper plates, I have a grand total of 1 locomotive. We're actually not making enough. Huh. Interesting. I'm not actually making enough copper. I'm not... and I am processing the ingots. Oh, it's only moving 600 at a time. That makes sense. Aha. I can upgrade. I can upgrade a lot. I've got lots of ore here. But it seems like part of this is that the locomotive is not able to move enough stuff at a time, so we're going to add another locomotive into the mix. How much are you moving? 3? You're going to move 5. Go. You thought there was another tier of the machines, not of the electronics assembling machines. There is this nitinol-based assembling machine, which does have a crafting speed of 3.5, but there is not another tier of the electronic assembling machines. Sadly. Super sad. Super sad there's no additional electronic assembling machines. It's just these. That's the nitinol tier, and it requires utility science, which I don't have yet. We'll think about that. We'll consider that as a thing. Eventually, I have pink and purple. The utility science will be next. Speaking of which, I have recorded my vanilla playthrough. I still need to record at least 1 more video for this week. We'll see about when I'm actually gonna record that video. I may or may not have utility science at this point. And we have like 4 more hours to launch the rocket. As of the last video I recorded, that you will see in a couple of days. I don't have production science yet. I did utility first. just as a for reference. Anyway, back, I guess, or no, plastic. That was the other thing to look at. That was over... where? Where was I plasticking? I have forgotten where I plastic. Here. This is a lack of locomotive problem. Huh. I've got plenty of propene. The propene is always moving. These are always moving. Naphtha's fine. This is just a scale issue. Actually being able to output plastic. Not like we're lacking plastic, though, even at the rate that we're producing it. I was supposed to move away from the electronics in earlier versions once I get to that tier. I don't know what you mean. The electronics assembling machine at purple tier is fundamentally better than a assembling machine 5 and an assembling machine 6. This electronics assembling machine has a crafting speed of 4, which is higher than the assembling machine 6, and this has 6 module slots. Now, I don't know how many module slots off the top of my head the level 6 assembling machine has. I think it is the same amount. The level 5 machine has 5 module slots on it. So I am assuming that they are going to be at 6. No, the electronic assembling machines are strictly better for every recipe that you can use the electronic assembly machines on. Strictly better. Speaking of strictly better. Yeah, I'm gonna need more crackers. Huh. Let's see, the level 2 has 2 modules. Yes, I thought as much. Once I get up to the Nitinol tier, there is no reason to replace any of my existing level 4 electronic assembling, or level 3, excuse me, electronic assembling machines. These machines are not going to be replaced by the green level of full-sized assembling machines. It's just not going to happen. Not unless there actually is more module slots on them. Because these are just faster. They're just faster. Let's get back to the mall. I need to scale the copper. Because I am starting to run low. Oh boy. Okay, mall. I need to get rid of that and those and get rid of the requests for a number of things, actually. get rid of that. And that, and that. I need... that... 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 and that. And... that... and that... and that. Are you ready for extremely good copper? I think I'm ready for extremely... Really? But why? Okay. Oh. What? Sure. I guess I can't even make that yet. Great. Fine. That tier. I guess I need utility science, or whatever other science for those. Yeah. I need utility science to get level 3 pellet presses and level 4 ore processors. What? And then the fact that there is a pellet press 4 that is objectively a fundamentally different extra level than the previous ore processor, or the... yeah, the ore processor is beyond me, because that just changes ratios around. They're essentially 1-to-1 on going from a, say, level 2 ore processor to level 1 pellet press, a level 3 ore processor to a level 2 pellet press, or a level 4 ore processor to a level 3 pellet press. They are effectively 1-to-1. They're close enough to be considered 1-to-1 for most purposes. Once you get into the equal levels, where it's a level 4 and a level 4, well, then you need 2 ore processors per pellet press, effectively. And it can get really annoying having to change those things. This is why the coloration is very convenient with the artisanal reskins mod, so that you know that if it's a matching tier, generally it is a 1-to-1 ratio. Anyway, upwards to copper, because we are apparently going to work on copper next. None of this uses speed module, productivity modules, by the way. Speaking of which, we have 34 stored of those modules. I will, at some point, back up on a blue, red, or green, and that is the point that I will need to put in the excess voiding of the crystals. It will be necessary. Not quite yet, though. Not quite yet. So I brought the chemical furnaces with me because the pellet press process on copper, I think, uses them. Copper ingots. We are looking at the copper anode process. I will need to add in sulfuric acid as an input. Yeah, so there's that. Yeah, I will need to bring in another thingy. Kitty is snoring behind me. That is Ollie. Ollie is snoring. Being so cute. Oh boy, this is definitely outdated. By a lot. Oh boy. Just pin and pray. There. I need to grab a fluid input setup. Like so. Not with any of that belt, though. There you go. Gee, I wonder if this produces enough oxygen. I don't think so. Here, let's give you a bit of an upgrade. Where's my chem plants? Just a little bit of an upgrade. Pellet press. Go, go, go. I need to delete this. Yeah. Stuff things. Yeah. Come on. Thank you, bots. Thank you so kindly. Oh boy, how am I going to freaking really adjust for this? Let's just blah random things. That'll do it. Upgrades. Glorious upgrades. You there. You're gonna be blue. Where's blue? Blue? Blue. There's 8 of you, so there will be 8 of you. Pipe. Go way up here, please. Copper pellets. Go, go, go. Upgrade planner. Just do the stuffs. It left the thingies! Oh, but it did not work so well on the other thingies. Huh. There you go. Okay. Chem furnaces. How many? 10. Whoa. Oh, it's regular for. Oh. Regular comes first. Sure. Also, that default. That default. 2 and 8. You're gonna make those. And you need the oxygen. The wonderful, glorious oxy. The oxiest of gen. 75, huh? Yeah, I think I got at least 75. I have 3. Making 200. Yeah, I think I think 200 is going to make at least 75 oxygen. That I'm not worried about. Next, we're going to combine those. We're going to input, and we're going to output the 30 per second. Oh boy. Oh, joy, oh bliss. And then 8. Chemical. Thank you for stuff. Is that 8? Yes, that is. That is 8. Why did I build on this side versus that side? I don't understand. Speaking of which, where are you? Stuff? I know I'm carrying around. Oh, right. Yeah, that would help a little. Give me back. Oh no, you can take that one. Oh, you can have that one. That's fine by me. There you go. So, as I was saying, this can happen. I don't think I have the throughput for it. Pretty guaranteed I don't have the throughput for it, but sure, we'll stick with it. As you can see, I have plenty of ore. The problem isn't really the ore. Maybe if I had more than one train. Maybe if there was more than one. Supply. Depot. Full cargo. Circuit condition. Go. The reason why there's not enough ore, or why this is so backed up on ore, is that there are many locations making red catalysts, red metal catalysts, that use copper ore. Which means that, and since everything is all together in this... Excuse me? Okay, there you go. You're leaving. Since everything needs to back up, and everything is considered the same in priority in my current setup, sometimes this build isn't actually getting the ore that it needs. Whoops. But you're going to be doing this. I will need the stuffs. Whoops. There we go. That is 8. Yes, that is 8. Sulfuric acid. The most sulfuric of the sulfuric. So much sulfur. So very sulfuric of it. This is part 1 of this upgrade. Our sulfuric acid at copper ingots 1. That's in here. Sulfuric acid. Okay. This is going to give me a lot Ah, good. That's done. I will now need to pick up speed and pollution cleaning for these pure productivity. Ah, it's based off of efficiency and pollution. Alright, you first. Go right ahead. Power everything. Thank you. So yeah, every other one is gonna be near inserters. Yeah, 30 per second. From 15. Previously, on this build, I think it was making 22.5 ingots. Now it's making a full 30, which is the throughput of this belt, by the way. We are going to upgrade this belt. That's a few ingots. Whoa. Hi. No, you're gonna carry a few more per batch. Thanks, dude. Hey, he left. Supply. Depot. Full cargo. Circuit condition. Do your thing. Yes, now I won't have to worry about that. Even though I'm pretty sure the only stuff using these ingots is literally right next door. Right here. Now to upgrade this, the usage. Okay, I have an upgrade planner. That will help a little bit. Just a little bit. Then buildings. Buildings! Hello, induction furnace. Oh, I need more casting machines. Whoops. Probably would have been a great idea to carry around more than 10. Yeah. Oh. Right. So, copper doesn't really benefit. Like, there's no better recipe for molten copper, so I don't even know why I have this here. I know why it's here. I do know why. It's so that we can do... Where are you? This. Ignore the fact that this is not a machine. That this is stealth. The stealth Strandcaster. We could do copper sheet coils. Especially now that I have pure productivity, by the way. We can do sheet coils that would do coolant processing, and the coolant would use base mineral oil. I think. Pretty sure about that. I would need to grab my setup for this, wherever that is, right here. That is base mineral oil. I would need to grab my setup. I would need to build this setup, and I would need to do the processing of the things and uncoil here that would improve the overall output, not just by the inherent improvement to the amount of plates that you would get by doing the coolant processing. I would also be able to do productivity on the uncoiling of the sheet coils and gain an extra however much percent. I can do 10% modules right now, the level 2 pure productivity, which on a machine that can do 5 would be 50% more free. The question is, do I need it? The answer is probably yeah. 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 Most likely. But that would mean I wouldn't be using casting machines at all for this. This is fine. I need to upgrade planner this, apparently. What? Ahem. Upgrade. Oh, I'm not carrying around filtration units. Gee. I wonder why I would not be carrying those around. They're great. Why would I not be carrying filtration units around? Where the heck are there you are. Hi. Give me my filtration units. I like my filtration units. They're good stuffs. They're good thingies to have. So in this build, not this build, in the copper plates build that we're about to set up here, I need to do this for all of the things, by the way, not just this. Yes, from sheet coils from molten coolant, and we don't have to worry about getting into the molten coolant from here. This is going to be one of these machines. It'll be full of level 2 pure productivity modules, just across the board. And what we'll see here, if I do an ingredient input, I'll put that there just so I can say, hey, I've got 30 of these ingots. 30 ingots, 51.43 plates out. You know, just casual 51.43 plates out from 30 ingots. This is as opposed to the direct casting, which would give 30 plates. What I'm doing now, it's 1-to-1 ingots to plates. Doing this, even without the modules, I'd get 4.29 more modules just by doing coolant processing. But I'll eventually be able to have 6, actually, however many. 6 level 8 productivity modules, 116.6 at that tier of those modules. As of right now, I can improve my output to 5143, almost doubling the output for the given input. Like, duh, of course we're going to do that. I will need 3 of these strandcasters. This is why I was looking up all this. Grab that. There. Used coolant goes where? This line. Coolant goes... Huh? Coolant goes this line. right there. Power, the everything. This needs the base, the most basic of base mineral oil. This needs to be modified to be a fluid input. Oop, we need more tech. Our base mineral oil at copper plates 1. Bring me the base. The basest of base mineral oil. Cool. That will, in part, be that. Then I need 2 doohickeys that will uncoil these sheet coils. I will need to unload the sheet coils. There you go. And that is the stuffs. I can now delete this and this. Yes, 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 stuff things go away. Hey, give me back my belt. That's my belt. I like my belt. My belt is awesome. I do not need this many induction furnaces. Sheesh. That's a bit much. So I've got 30. I need 4. Hey. Go away. Stuffs. Gimme. Mine. Aye! It's that. I would hope. There you go. Ta-da! I need to actually get my modules, productivity modules, to use here. For now, though, it should be fine. I don't really need the output, and there are currently far more important things to use my productivity modules on right now than to use it on copper. It is something I will use the productivity modules on. I will need productivity modules across everything that can use them in the entire base. But for right now, I'm good. I have just improved my overall output of plates by a pretty good margin. So I will head over to my module build immediately so that I can pick up what productivity modules I currently have and start assigning them to the actual productivity module build itself, the actual module build itself. Then we need to plan out the level 4, 5, and... or level 4, 5... No, the level 3, 4, and 5 modules after this. Level 5 modules of pure productivity. If I can have a look all the way back here, the level 5 pure productivities are going to give 25%, an extra 15 over the current tier. And they're gonna require another level of stuffs. That's going to require puffer refugiums for quote-unquote medium biters. And large biters for the all the way to level 8 stuffs. It's gonna be grand. A grand old time. None of this, by the way, none of this takes productivity. None of this. All of this stuff for all of those crystals, splinters, no productivity. Not at all, in the slightest. This is why the productivity gets used here. On this stuff. This beautiful stuff here. That's eating these crystal splinters. Oh, boy, I have a few. Thanks. You aren't actually requesting the proper stuff for your level 1s, are you? Nope. 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 No, you're not. You weren't. Now you are. Now you can make your level 1s for the level 2s. I'm fine with this being a thing. So, you get modules, and you get modules, and you get modules, and you get modules. You all get modules on this day. Everyone gets the modules. Ish. Everyone. Ish. Especially the gold. Yes, especially the gold. And the usage of the gold. We just improved our output by like 60% for most of these items. By the way. So much for the whole 1 per second of stuff. It's like, oh yeah, you see... way back here, you see these values of things? Like, you see... 3, 6, 3, 3... yeah. Nah, increase that by 60%. That's how much we're actually making now. Of all these. It's fantastic. I still don't have the plastic coming in, do I? Nah. I need a bit more production of plastic. That'll be on the agenda for next time. As I accrue. I am very tempted, at this point in time, to let the game run. It is very tempting. Apparently, I am not having any issues with the amount of crystals. I seem to be consuming all of my crystals, which is a good thing. Making all of these wonderful, beautiful things. And we haven't even done beacons yet. We haven't even done beacons. Granted, beacons will improve speed. That's all they really do. They are just for speed. Productivity is by far the most important. Far and away the most important of what we've got here. But the faster you can make an individual building, the fewer overall productivity modules you are going to need. So there's a bit of a trade-off there. You can spend speed modules to make productivity modules. Or blah, other way around. You can spend speed modules to reduce the number of productivity modules that you need overall. Granted, you're going to spend a whole bunch of speed modules in the process. Sure, give me everything. Give me the things. I don't really want the green modules right now. I'm not concerned about... oh. I should probably be concerned about power. Soon. Very soon. Like, oh, I'm not concerned about power. Maybe you should be. Ahem. Maybe I should be slightly concerned about power. Yes, this is consuming the plastic. Let's get the best output we possibly can from the plastic. I know I can productivity module the science. Quote unquote the science. The thing about that is it doesn't matter. This science is not infinite in its consumption. It's gonna stop once I get all of the level 8 techs, all the module level 8 techs, then I won't have to spend anything anymore. Could it make it faster? Marginally. But it really does not matter. At all. Good to see that these are somewhat moving. Ish. They could be moving faster. Yeah, I don't really like the lack of the stuffs in this overall system. It'll speed up over time, I hope. This is why I need to make sure that these guys are constantly getting used and voided and all that. Just walking around having a look at seeing what we've accomplished. We have accomplished a few things. Whoa, hello. I may have a few things. By the way, you cannot productivity module the actual production of the modules. That's the sad part. But I absolutely can speed these up. Speed up the buildings making these. That will help quite a lot. Considering this one building can only process 0.28. And this one can do 0.55, apparently. And we can beacon. I didn't really build this for beacon, but hey, if I shift a little bit on the other tiers of things, we can do some shenanigans. A few. Just a few shenanigans. Let's see. The plastic can go. Don't actually need to worry about the gold anymore. Wow. More plastic better. Betterer things will be. Oh hey, we're pretty backed up. We need a bunch of efficiency boards. That's the greens here, these guys. Which, yeah, that's just a matter of this. Seems we need more green boards than we do everything else. That's sort of why this says to have 4 of the thingies making green boards. Ahem. Gee, probably would have been a good idea to pay attention to that. Might have been a good idea to pay attention to that. It's like, oh yeah, I'm running low on these green boards. Gee, I wonder why. Wonder why I'm running low on these green boards. Huh. Huh. So, it is that time, folks, to end off the stream. I hope you all have enjoyed the shenanigans. What did we build today? What did we do over the course of the day today? Well, I set up all of this today, the actual production, the polishing of the individual shards. That is definitely something that got done today, as well as set up all of the electronic-based stuff to get into, finally, level 1 and level 2 modules and start working on getting the tech for said modules. Oh my god, this was insanity. This was complete and total insanity just for these level 2 modules. All this, all this, right? All this right here, and this right here, for level 2 modules of 8. Perfectly balanced, right? Perfectly balanced. We also took a bit of a detour to improve the locomotive transport on a few items like plastic and copper, and we took the opportunity to head over to copper and set up what will eventually be full-on strand casting. I need to take care of that, actually. I need to place these filtration units, because that's gonna stop all copper completely. Let's do that pretty quickly here, and we will end things off, because I don't want to forget to do that when I start up the next stream of this. Yeah. So we're producing a lot. We're producing a lot more copper, and I now have productivity modules that will end up increasing the production even further, the efficiency even further for the amount of inputs that I have. It's great. It's great. Actually, speaking of productivity, I think you can do the productivity here. I think this step takes productivity. The actual processing of the like stereotype cortinium and such, that does not take productivity, but the conversion into ore does, if I'm not completely mistaken. So this is the individual ore sorting. This does take productivity, so I could increase the overall output of ore by 30% by putting productivity into those buildings across all ore types. Just all of the ore. Every single one. 30% more free. At the current level of buildings. That's at the current level of buildings. There's totally another level of buildings that I can make right now. Stuffs. Clear inventory, please. That's better. I got these filtration units good. The very last thing to do is head over and place the filtration units over at this build right here. I know I'm somewhat close. I could probably just walk over there, but we have a train. We have a locomotive, and locomotive goes real fast. Real fast. Well, I'm going to officially say that this was level 1 plus 2 module BS. We're going to add in level 3 plus 4 plus 5 module BS. We're going to say that that is done. And I will leave it to you to comment as to whether or not you want to see continued suffering with the modules, or if I should move on and, you know, attempt to do the thing known as completing the game, or if I should just keep on going, just do stuff. do more things. I need to give you stuff I'm not carrying, am I? I always carry filter frames. Why am I not carrying... The one time I'm not carrying ceramic filters. The one time. Screw it, we're ending it. I'm gonna go back to the mall off screen and get these filters for the thingy, and we'll be done with it. With that, I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Showboat. If you have enjoyed today's stream and the series thus far, please be sure to do all of the social and engagement stuff below the video. You can become an erudite otaku by pushing that great big blue join button down below, turning that blue button gray. You can also support me on Patreon at patreon.com/otakushowboat if you are so inclined and able. I will be back tomorrow with more of my Satisfactory playthrough, and we'll be back on Thursday with more of this playthrough. Probably starting to figure out what to do for level 3, 4, 5s in terms of actual execution of that. I will, of course, see you all on the next one.